Okay, welcome to Energy in the Room, where we discuss everything energy. Now, as everything is energy, no topic is off limit. Today, we're going to be able to talk about energies of companies. Specifically, we're going to be discussing car companies. The three that I have picked, which is Tesla, Volvo, and GM. The way this works is I use muscle testing to find the energies of a business in accordance to Dr. David R. Hawkins' Map of Consciousness. The map goes from 0 to 1000 and it measures where the energies of anything is specified by the question. The superconscious, which is the divine creative force of our soul, connects with the quantum field, pulls information from said field, and muscle testing gives yes or no answer by strong or weak reaction to the question. Now, before we start, if you like the things that you're learning about here, please like and subscribe. The more subscribers, the more people will be able to reach with this important information. Also, if you'd like to learn more, come and join me in our school community, Ascend 200. The link is also found in the description below. Now, back to being over 200. Why is it important to be over 200 in the map of consciousness? Because most people live with energies below 200 on that said map. That means they live in the survival paradigm. Let me show you what it looks like. Okay, so this is the survival paradigm right here. And so most people live in this survival paradigm where the name of this level shows what emotions are being focused on. So at 199 and below, you have the pride, anger, desire, fear, grief, apathy, guilt, and shame going from the higher energies to the lower energies. And so when we live in the survival paradigm, we are focused on ourselves. We are focused on taking care of us. And this is not a good place to be. We need to be higher. We want to be able to focus on courage, neutrality, willingness, acceptance, and reason. And then after that, love, joy, and peace. The higher energies are, the more we focus on helping others and focus on providing services and products to people who are wanting our products and services. The higher the products and services, our scores in the business, the better it is for all of us. So when we are as individuals or the survival paradigm, we start focusing on helping and serving others, using our talents, skills, and gifts to further others and helping others. And the same thing goes with businesses. So when the businesses are in the survival paradigm, they don't focus on their employees or their customers or providing good services. They're usually focusing on money, making more money, for force, power, trying to be the man on the top, being the king of the hill. So it's important for us to focus, or as business owners, it's important to focus on raising those energies. There was a book that was written about this subject, and he said that um, energy is the new currency of business. So depending on where we focus our energies, that is where our currency is. So when I calibrate a business, I calibrate the overall score of that business. So, and there's 7 categories that is taken into account for a business. when calibrating and testing to see if the business is over 200 or below. The 7 categories is first, intent, vision, and mission. So as said, where you focus your energies, your intent, your vision, your mission, that is where the business will go. The second category is ownership. So the ownership is the people who owns the business, or if it's a public company, it's the board of director who represents the owners of the business, so shareholders. The third category is leadership. This is the leadership of the business that decides and executes the vision and mission. It's the leadership, the C-suite, uh, and so on, those who manage the company. The fourth category is the employees. So how are the employees doing? Are they holding, like carrying the business? Where are their energies? Um, this is a very important aspect of the business because if you don't have happy employees, um, your business energies goes down. The fifth category is business culture. So the communication of the uh, between employees and leadership, the execution of the vision of the company, the uh, anything and everything that the business culture involves, right? The happier and the better the business is in this aspect, the happier the employees will. So you will raise the score of the employees. The uh, there's a saying: people don't quit their jobs; they quit their bosses, and that is a part of the business culture. Uh, Next one, the sixth category is products and services. If your products and services are calibrating under 200, they're not good. They're not sending out the message that you want to transmit, that you want your energies to show. Dr. Joe Dispenza says everything is energy. Energy vibrates at frequencies, and frequencies carries information. So all your energies are sending out certain type of messages, and you want your products and services to send out the message of you need me, you want me to, like, it's a higher energy that says that you are wanting my products, you want my services because they are good. So when your energies of those products and services are higher, that is what the message will be. And then the seventh category is property. And when I say property, it's anything that is that the company has invested in, anything that is on their uh, that is part of their uh, that you have paid money for, so to speak. This includes property, as in real estate. It includes land and animals, like if you're a farmer or a cowman, it's your cows. It's a part of that property. Vehicles and and so on. So anything that has been purchased for the furtherance of the company is property, and that's the seventh category. So with this information, what we're going to do is we are going to calibrate businesses. Uh, I have chosen 3 companies, and we are going to be doing car companies. The companies that I've chosen is Volvo, GM, and Tesla. Tesla, I'll show you why in just a moment. I haven't muscle tested, not completely true. So I have muscle tested these at one point or another because they're in the Fortune 500 companies. And so if they're in the Fortune 500 companies, they have been calibrated once because I was testing to see how many companies of the Fortune 500 is calibrating at 200 or above. I picked Volvo because it's originated from Sweden, which is where I'm from. The GM is the third one that I muscle tested to see what the third one was going to be, and that was GM. With this said, I am going to show you I'm going to share this with you guys. And we are going to do some muscle testing, and I'm going to show you how this is done. So we're going to start with Volvo. And so we're going to look at the overall score of the company, the intent, vision, and mission, ownership, leadership, employees, culture, products and services, and property. So, and muscle testing, if you watched the previous episode where I was talking about muscle testing, or the one where I was talking about real estate, which was just the one before this, I was showing the way I do muscle testing. So, muscle testing is your body's response to your subconscious or superconscious answers to questions that you're asking the superconscious and subconscious. And to be able to have correct muscle testing, and talk more about this in the muscle testing video, you need to calibrate 200 or above. So, Volvo. So, when I do muscle testing and I do things like this, I clear my heart and my soul in that I don't want my opinions to influence the score. So, what I do is I take a moment for myself. I had gratitude and love in my heart because that is the two greatest emotions that is high energy, and it will help me focus on the purpose of this, which is to provide you with information that will help you either A, understand muscle testing, B, understand how calibrating works, or get an idea about the businesses and how the energies impacts us and impacts how energies works. So, super conscious, are you there? So that was a yes. Then I'm going to test and make sure that my muscle testing is okay. So yes, no. I can do some more testing. Say love, hate, inspiration. Okay, so there is some good, strong muscle testing that shows I am ready for communication with the superconscious. Okay, superconscious, are you there? Yes. Okay. Um, What is the overall energy score of Volvo, the company? Is it over 200? Is it over 150, over 160, over 155? Is it 155, 54, 53, 52? So the overall score for Volvo is 152. What is the intent, vision, and mission of Volvo? Is it over 200? Over 150, over 120, over 125, 120, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So 125 for the intent and vision. Where does the ownership calibrate on the map of consciousness? Is it over 200, over 150, over 100, over 90, over 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99? Okay, 99 for the ownership. Where does the leadership of Volvo calibrate at? Is it over 200? Is it over 180, over 190, over 185? Is it 180, 180, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85? So 185 for the leadership. What about the employees for Volvo? Is it over 200? Is it over 150 or 160, 170, 180, 175? Is it 170, 71, 72, 73, 74? So 174 for the employees. Where does the business culture for Volvo calibrate at? Is it over 200, over 190, over 195, 91, 92, 93, 94? 194 for their business culture. Where does their product and services calibrate on the map of consciousness? Is it over 200? Is it over 210? 205? So 205, 4, 3, 2, 1. So 201 for their products and services. And where does the property of Volvo calibrate at? Is it over 200, over 190, over 195, 190, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95? So 195. So There you can see the scores of Volvo. Let's go to GM, or General Motors. Where does General Motors calibrate on the map of consciousness? Is it over 200? Is it over 100? Or is it over 125? Is it 120, 121, 22, 23, 24, 25? So 125 is where GM calibrates at. Where is their intent, vision, and mission of GM calibrate over? Is it over 100, over 90, over 95? Is it 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95? Okay, 95. The ownership of GM, where do they calibrate? Is it over 200, over 100, over 90, over 91? Is it over 95? Is it 95, 94, 93, 92, 91? So 91 for the ownership. Where does the leadership of GM calibrate over? Is it over 150, over 170, over 180, over 175? Is it 170, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75? So 175 for the leadership. Where does the employees calibrate? Is it over 200? Is it over 200? Ah, that's interesting. So the employees of GM is over 200. Is it over 210, 205? Is it 205? 4, 3, 2, 1. So 201. Okay. 201 for General Motors. What about their business culture? Where does the business culture for General Motors calibrate at? Is it over 200? Is it over 180 or 185? Is it 180, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85? So 185 for the culture. Whereas the products and services, is it over 100? Is it over 200? The products and services for GM is over 200. Is it over 205? 205, 4, 3, 2. So 202 for their products and services. And then we go to property. Where does the property of General Motors calibrate at? Is it over 200? Over 150? Over 100? Is it over 90, 80, or 85? Is it 80, 81, 82? So 82 for the property. Okay, so let's go to Tesla. Where does Tesla overall score calibrate on the map of consciousness? Is it over 200? Is it over 250 or 260 or 255? Is it 255, 54, 53, 52, 51? 251. Where is the intent, vision, and mission? Over 200, over 250, or 240, or 245, 45, 46, 47, 48, 248. The ownership of Tesla, where do they calibrate? Is it over 200, over 300, over 280, 290, 285? Is 285, 84, 83, 82, 282? Where does the leadership calibrate? Over 200, over 190, over 95, so 195, 96, 97, 98, 99. 199 on leadership. Where does the employees calibrate over? Is it over 200? Is it over 190 or 195? Is it 195, 96, 97, 98, 99, 200? So they calibrated 200. The business culture, is it over 200, over 220, over 230, 225, 225, 26, 27, 28, 29, 229? And products and services, is it over 200, over 250, over 240, 230, 235, 230, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 235. And last, the property. Where does the property of Tesla calibrate that? Over 200, over 250, or 240, 245, 240, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. So 245. Okay, so we are then seeing here that Volvo calibrated 152 at overall score. The intent, vision, mission is 125, ownership 99, leadership 185, employees 174, culture 194, products and services 201, and property 195. So you can see here the products and services is over 200, but everything else is below 200, although some are closer to the 200 line, but the ownership of Volvo is below 100. And we will go back to the map of consciousness in just a moment to discuss that. General Motors overall score is 125. And then you see the intent, vision, and mission at 95, ownership 91, leadership 175, employees 201, culture 185, product and services 202, and then property 82. So you can see where that falls. And then Tesla. So Tesla is one of the 35 companies that calibrates over 200 or above on the map of consciousness of the Fortune 500 companies, um, which is a feat in itself. So Tesla 251, 248, 282 on the ownership, 199 on the leadership, employees 200, culture is 229. So they have a pretty good business culture at Tesla. Their products and services is at 235, and then their property is at 245. So that means they're taking care of the property and all these different things. So what does this mean, right? Well, you see the overall score. So when you look at the scores, you see that those companies are struggling in the survival paradigm, GM more than Volvo. And it means that um, they have a ways to go, right? Their business culture on both the Volvo and GM are closer to 200. I'm actually a little bit of surprise in that, but they are over almost 200, and they need a little bit help to uh, uh, get over that jump. But the ownership is below, and their intent and their visions are both down. So here's the thing, like we're wanting to know what can we do. Well, what do we do with businesses that are focused on their survival paradigm, that's focused on money, power, maybe a focus on shareholders or bigger shareholders that decides what to do, because you can see like the ownership on the companies are not very high, right? So that's a little bit harder to help out with, but with the intent and the vision can be helped and fixed. The leadership obviously can be helped and fixed. The business culture can be helped and fixed. And then we look at the Tesla, where most of them are over 200, except for leadership, which is at 199, and they just need a little bit to jump to get over that 200. So, what is the difference between these companies, right? Well, one of the companies, this one I know, focuses on providing a product and service and want to provide it to the masses that is good for the environment. Their focus is to provide something that is good for environment and helping out, making things better, right? Um, and we would like have to go in more looking at the intent and vision and mission to be able to know exactly where things are lacking, right? So and this can be done. This can be done for all businesses. Where are their overall score and where are their categories calibrating at? And then you can go in and you can work on those things. You can help them see what they need to do to get. So you can drill down on each of these categories to find out, okay, if there's issues with employees, well, is it a team issue? Is it a cultural issue? Is it a lack of policies or following the policies or describing the policies? Is it security issues? And so on. There's a lot of things that can be looked at to understand, but everything has energy. Like everything is energy, not has, but everything is energy. So you can go into policies and say, hey, where are the policies of this company calibrating at? Where is how is the office looking? Where does the office calibrate at? So as you learn about muscle testing, learning how important this is, you can go in and pinpoint where are the energies below 200. And as you do this, you can find the problems in the room, right? The name energy in room, it's a play on word, of course. It's based off the elephant in the room. When you come into a place and you like what is the elephant in the room, right? What is the energy in the room? What can we test to see where is the issues, um, and how can we fix them? Um, I think it is so important to learn this skill and have the right intent. Like I don't have any personal gain in these calibrations. Uh, it doesn't matter to me what the scores are, other than I want to help businesses. I want to help people raise their energies. Um, so to be able to do this, we need to first know the energies, where they calibrate at, and then drill down and find out what is the intent calibrating, what is the vision calibrating, what's the mission calibrating, like all these different things. Um, it is really, really helpful knowing this information and then to figure out how to how to correct it, how to get all these things up over 200. If you find this information if you find this information interesting, helpful in any ways, as I said, click the like button for this video. Go back and look at the other videos and see what you think about those. If you like what I'm talking about, subscribe to this channel, share it with others, especially, well, we'll talk about everything. We're going to be talking about books, we're going to talk about music, we're going to talk about other businesses, and we're going to talk about public figures, um, political parties. Nothing is really uh, off limit, so to speak. We can talk about what state should you be living in, what state calibrate the highest, um, what town you want to move into, where do they calibrate as a whole. Um, there's a lot of things you can learn and do, because when you're calibrating, you connect to the quantum field, and the quantum field has all information from the beginning of time to the current time, not the future. That's a different field. We'll talk about that another time. But the anything and everything has energy, and you can find that, like you can find the calibration. You can learn about those energies from the quantum field. Um, anyway, that is what I have to share today. If you have any questions, ask them in the comments or in the post. Um, and and I will answer all the questions that you may have. If you have a business that you're interested in, want calibrated, we will do that. I'm going to be doing other categories of businesses, because there's a lot of businesses out there, different categories, nonprofit organizations, as political parties, um, and so on. Like we can touch upon anything. So if there's anything you want me to talk about, either go to school in Ascend 200 and reach out there, or make a comment in the video and I will get back to you. Thank you for listening to and watching this today, and I will see you next time.